Good afternoon, Red Bank High School. The main news is on location this week. We're coming to you from sunny Southern California.
11 advanced media students are here in Anaheim taking part in the annual convention of the Student Television Network.
Students from all around the country are here at STN, and when meeting people from other areas, we tend to stereotype. Some kids we've talked with thought everyone from Tennessee was a hillbilly, and even we've been guilty ourselves. But rest assured, not everyone from California is a surfer that calls you dude.
But stereotypes aside, is there social justice for high school students in Tennessee? Do we have the same opportunities as students in other parts of the country?
To find out, we're going to address several topics, the first one being our school systems.
On this beautiful sunny California day, our crew went out and compared statistics from public schools in Tennessee and California. The essential question is, do students in both states receive equal opportunities in the education field? Let's find out. According to recent statistics, California's public education system is ranked 29th out of 50, while Tennessee has a rank of 43 out of 50. California obtains a graduation rate of 421,636 students per year. Tennessee's graduation rate is 62,000. There is approximately 359,000 students more in California that graduate than in Tennessee. This is due to the fact that California's population is drastically higher than Tennessee's. Now, let's see how much these respective states spend on each of their students. Tennessee pays $11,010 per pupil, while California pays $8,050. Another important aspect of education is the teachers. Let's see how much they get paid. On average, Tennessee teachers get paid $47,732, whereas California teachers get paid $72,868. Last but not least, let's see how all the spending pays off. You can see the ACT scores average around 20, whereas California's average is around 23. In conclusion, California's education system is slightly more superior than Tennessee's.
Another hot topic among high school students are job opportunities, and perhaps more importantly, wages. Most high school jobs in Tennessee have starting pay right around minimum wage.
And although the unemployment rate is actually higher in California than Tennessee, most of the students we talked to are making well above minimum wage. Our Patrick Rudden has more.
In the hustle and bustle of California, one thing stood out to those of us who have jobs back at home: the wage gap. At home in Tennessee, it is well known that minimum wage is $7.25, whereas in California it's $10.50. That sounds great, but is it truly any better? We compared with a local Californian with one of our own students to find out.
You mean, do I agree with it being raised?
Yes, sir.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, see, y'all are known for your lower sales tax in a lot of states as well at 7.5. In Tennessee, I start out at 7.25 an hour, and we have around 9% sales tax, 10%. Is that surprising to you, or how would you feel comfortable working under those conditions?
Well, as an employee, I'm not concerned with the sales tax in so much as it relates to my wage. I don't think I would understand that as an employee, probably. As an employer, it's different. But as an employee, I want to make as much as I can, but I also want to do a good job. And I think that I know intrinsically that if I'm being paid more, that the expectation upon me is higher.
Yes,
and so that's why I agree with it.
So you believe that the quality of work is determined by the quality of the payment or standard?
As a
higher standard.
Yeah, as a business owner, if I'm paying my employee base more, my expectation upon them is going to be higher, and I feel more comfortable imposing that or conveying that. Absolutely.
Sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
I started at $7.75. However, this was higher than a lot of people who start at $7.25 or $7.50, which is generally where they start off.
Okay. Sales tax for each start are like north and south comparing one another. In Tennessee, it's 9.75, and in California, it's 7.25. How do you feel about that?
It's a big deal. However, I don't worry about it as much. I'm more worried about the income taxes. That's what's taken out of my check, so what I'm working for. But it would be nicer if it were lower, because paying 10%, that's a good chunk of change. So
what if I told you that the Tennessee minimum wage is $7.25 compared to $10.50?
Dude, I can't even imagine making $10.50 an hour. It'd be insane. Which, sad thing is, that's the reality for, you know, just about everybody in California. So it makes you a little jealous, but I'm sure there's something else that's making it a lot more expensive out here, so we'll see.
According to the information we gave, do you believe that this is fair?
No, just based on what I've heard, no. However, there's probably another factor that's evening things out. I believe at the end of the day, it's probably more expensive here, so it might be proportional to each other.
The last topic we'll examine is diversity. At Red Bank, we have a pretty even mix of black and white students with an ever-growing Hispanic population.
But is California even more diverse? And does that make a difference heading into our adult lives? Our CJ Moore attempts to answer those questions and more in this report.
As you travel down the streets of Anaheim, it's easy to see that it's a very diverse place to live. People are constantly roaming the streets, all wearing different faces from different ethnic backgrounds. These numbers differ greatly from those of Chattanooga, which can clearly be seen from the demographics of Red Bank High School. In Anaheim, over half the population is Hispanic, while in our school there are less than 12% Hispanic students. The Asian population in Anaheim is over 5 times greater than that of our school, coming in around 15%. Because of Anaheim's greater Hispanic and Asian percentage, they have a far less number of blacks and whites compared to Red Bank. Many tourists who come here notice this immediately.
I've been here since Friday, and I have noticed that it's a very diverse culture. I was here for a conference. Very diverse here. People are very friendly, and I think it's a great place for people to live. And if you're looking for different opportunities with different culture and climate, I would recommend Anaheim is the place to come to.
Well, that'll wrap up this special edition of the Main News. Next week, we'll be back home.
And on next week's show, we'll show you what we did at this year's STN convention. See you then.